the support we've given to the Mthuli Ncube farmers, which is climate-proof agriculture, and also the support right across the horticulture sector are all bearing fruit. Agriculture has been doing well, and we are gearing up now to meet any negative effects of the El Nino. We have a strategy for that. Looking at the mining sector, we have encouraged investment into the sector. We've been insisting on beneficiation. This is also helping that sector to contribute more to the fiscus, to economic development, to GDP growth, and to employment creation. We've been investing in infrastructure, in dams, in roads, and that is again supporting our economic growth. We have not forgotten our social sectors. In health, whether looking at the issue of cancer machines, just an example, or in the education sector, but also just the vulnerable, the BEAM program. We're doing all of that to support the vulnerable within our society, just to mention a few things. So the budget is on course. We're staying the course. We have stability. It is in line with also our stability attainment agenda.
The youth are supported through various empowerment projects. Some of the projects are financed through the Empower Bank, which really supports the youth.
And we'll continue to capacitate that bank. Some of the youth are getting support directly from the banks, and some of the empowerment projects are financed directly by the Ministry of Youth. So it's various projects, but the support for the youth goes beyond just projects. Also, it touches on the issue of drug and substance abuse, where we're investing as government to deal with this scourge. We're also supporting the youth in skills upgrade, in skills development. And this again will go a long way in supporting our youth and to make them contribute fully to our development agenda.
For in terms of water, for example, for the Bulawayo province, the Gwaishangani Dam is really targeted at supplying Bulawayo with water. We're now at 72% completion. We're making steady progress. In fact, this morning, I was actually speaking to the contractor regarding the treatment works at Kaudu Park, so that those could also begin. That could also begin in earnest. But we're making very, very good progress indeed. If you look at water challenges across the country, we have a very successful borehole drilling program. And with so many boreholes that have been drilled, we're also developing nutritional gardens to make sure that this water is productive, supporting our schools. So we're doing a lot in the water sector. But those who are vulnerable in general, again, we're doing a lot as government, starting with the Mthuli Ncube program, which is a climate-proof program, which is production-oriented to make sure that everybody is food secure. Then we've got support for those who are living with disability in terms of duty-free importation of assistive devices and other benefits, including, by the way, a tax rebate for the employment of those of our citizens who are living with disability. In fact, I want a report from companies to find out how many disabled individuals are employing so that we can give them their tax rebates and really we support them fully. But look, whether it's the BEAM program, is the school feeding program, government is very active in our social protection program in its entirety. Already we've made an adjustment. We've extended $4.3 million towards supporting the returnees for their successful integration into their communities, including support for their projects and programs, so that they feel even the psycho support. Some of them may have challenges socially, mentally. We have got that support also covered through that program. The logistics and so forth are also covered. When they brought in their goods, those were duty-free. They got a full rebate for their household goods, even for
their machinery and equipment that they use for their businesses, including cars and so forth. So we've really worked hard to support our returnees for their successful integration.